Let's find the perimeter and the area for the figure below, a circle with a radius of 3 2/3 feet. To begin this problem, let's draw a circle. So we've drawn the circle, and in this figure, we'll label from the center of the circle to the side a radius. The radius of the circle we see is 3 2/3 feet. Let's find the perimeter and the area. Well, actually, perimeter in a circle is called the circumference. That measures the length going around the circle. And its formula is 2 times pi times the radius. So we'll write the formula down. C equals 2 times pi times the radius. And we'll leave our answer with pi instead of converting it to a decimal. So circumference will equal 2 times pi times the radius, which is 3 2/3. Now for us to find the answer, let's first convert 3 2/3 into an improper fraction and then multiply that by 2 times pi. In fact, we'll leave the pi symbol at the very end of the problem. So first, let's convert 3 2/3 to an improper fraction. To do this, we'll multiply 3 times 3, the denominator times the whole part, and then add that to the numerator and write that over the denominator. In other words, this will become 3 times 3 plus 2 all over 3. We're still multiplying this by a 2 and a pi, and this is what the circumference will become. Simplifying our fraction now, 3 times 3 is 9 plus 2 becomes 11 over 3, multiplied by 2 times pi. Now, for us to find the answer, let's forget about pi for a few minutes and write that at the very end of our problem. So we're really left with 2 times 11 over 3 with a pi at the end. And our circumference is that. For us to multiply two fractions together, we'll write 2 as 2 over 1, since any number can be written over 1. And for fraction multiplication, we'll multiply the numerators and the denominators together. 2 times 11 is 22, and 1 times 3 is 3. So our circumference now becomes 22 over 3 times pi. And since our problem started off as a mixed number, maybe we should convert 22/3 back to a mixed number. That means 3 divides into 22 7 whole times, with a remainder of 1 left over out of 3. So our circumference is 7 1/3 pi's. In fact, since our length going around the circle is measured in feet, our real answer for circumference is 7 1/3 pi feet. That's the total length going around the circle. Next, let's find the area of the circle. And for the area of a circle, the formula for area of a circle is pi times the radius squared. So again, we'll write the formula down, a equals pi r squared, and replace the radius in this formula. A equals pi times 3 2/3 squared. And again, for us to find this answer nicely, let's convert 3 2/3 into an improper fraction. Since we've already done it, 3 2/3 worked out to 11/3. So area equals pi times 11/3 squared. We'll next figure out what 11/3 squared is and write our pi symbol at the very end of our answer. So 11/3 squared means 11/3 multiplied by 11/3. 11 times 11 is 121, and 3 times 3 is 9. So our area becomes 121 over 9 with a pi symbol at the end of the problem. Just like before, maybe we should write 121/9 as a mixed number. So to find the mixed number, we'll divide 9 into 121. 9 does not divide into 1 0 times, but 9 does go into 12 once. So 1 times 9 is 9. Subtract, we get 3, and carrying down the 1, we get 31. 9 goes into 31 3 times. 3 times 9 is 27. And 31 minus 27 becomes 4, our remainder. And we could write the remainder as a fraction by writing it as 4/9, the remainder out of what we're dividing by. That says that our area, instead of 121/9, becomes 13 4/9 with a pi. The material on the inside of the circle would measure 13 4/9 pi square feet, since area is measured in square units. And this is our final answer. So the area is the material on the inside of the circle, which measures 13 4/9 pi square feet, and going around the length of the circle would have a circumference of 7 1/3 pi feet.